In the urban core, specifically in the inner city, literacy levels aren't generally as high as you might find in the suburbs across town. And in the city of Fresno, just as if you were to travel down Blackstone northbound and see the socioeconomic disparities unfold, likewise will you see the literacy levels running right alongside the wealth gap. Unfortunately, this is mostly rooted in racism and the breakdown of the family. So what do? Traditionally, your average pastor on the block might hand a new member or someone they're discipling a book, while unbeknownst to them, it becomes nothing more than another object on the shelf, or even worse, than the trash. Not to say that your book is trash, Mr. Christian, but maybe it belongs there. Maybe it belongs there because, truth be told, your book isn't really relevant. In fact, it's not really accessible.
Not accessible to the little homie on the block that dropped out of school early on, but is beginning to realize that there's more to life than what he's experienced in the streets. Not accessible to the single mother in the field, raising the children the best that she can with very little time for reading a 300-page book. And not really relevant to the teenager who's a member of the digital age, where learning happens in bite-sized clips streamed from the latest mobile device. Hand them a book and more often than not, you will watch their attention span grow weary.
We need literacy. Now, I won't deny that, and nor will I stop trying to teach my children and my students and the congregation that God's entrusted me to read and to keep reading. That's important. But what if it's equally as important to learn to engage the culture of the block right where it's at? Right? To use these opportunities as a launching pad for further growth and discipleship. That's what we're doing. Through leveraging technology in a 12-week journey through discipleship, an interactive, biblically based discipleship curriculum from the block and for the block. Well, what is discipleship according to Jesus? Jesus tells us that the evidence of a true disciple is when we are teaching all that he's commanded, and when we're obeying all that he's commanded, when we're loving one another, and when we're bearing a fruit that remains. So the question is, who is Jesus, and what exactly was it that he taught? What does he expect from his believers, and how can we actually live in light of the call of Christ? What does it actually mean to be a follower of Jesus? We'll show you through a series of biblically based interactive video sessions along the following 4 basic movements. First, come and experience Jesus, Yeshua, ready and willing to follow him with all that you are. Belong in a local church as a new member of the family of God, and with a new name and a new purpose and a new likeness made after the image of Jesus. Then grow in who you are and what you know and how you live and serve for Christ and his kingdom. And finally, go and identify and invest in others on the block and beyond for the glory of God and for the good of all people. This discipleship journey wasn't intended for you to walk through alone. In fact, as you begin following Jesus on the block, and as you begin this 12-week journey through discipleship, you're going to be assigned more than likely the discipleship partner. And as you sign up with that discipleship partner's email address, you're going to be able to interact with them along this journey, and they're going to walk with you and help bring more understanding and shed new light on things that you're discovering as you journey along with Jesus. So come, follow us as we follow Jesus on the block and learn what it means to become wholehearted followers of Jesus with all that we are.